Okay, so I have decided, well, honestly, I have been forced into becoming an expert at spotting scams because either Matt Mays or I can't even remember the bitch's name, praise God, Megan Middleton sold my identity to the dark web 6 times. You like that number? That's pretty good, huh? 6 times. So, because of that, and I know it was her because she started staying with me around November last year, and that's when the first time it was sold to. See, her and Matt were they had they had targeted me right from the beginning. You know what I mean? Like I was their mark, and because of that, I have had every scammer in the world trying to get at me. And they all think I'm rich. They all think I have a lot of money. I mean, gold diggers. Uh, not just them, but there are a collective of at least nine transvestites on YouTube that are tricking guys into thinking that they're women and then trying to maliciously turn them gay, trying to convince them that they're gay, that no woman wants them, that they're not manly, that they're girly, that I mean, it goes on and on and on and on. So I'm going to try to start from the very beginning. And it's not even about them or me. It's really about how to keep you from being scammed. I think it's important. I don't think anybody's talking about it enough. And here's what's going on. Okay. Once they sell your information, or okay, let's start with something simpler. Let's just say your email. If somebody gets your email address and they can break into your email. Let's just say that they have the skills to do that, because this is the reason this person is trying to attain your email address, which is very easy by just making a simple phone call, spoofing your number, and saying, yeah, I'm with so-and-so. I mean, it doesn't take very much looking into a person to find out some things that they're interested in, right? Or especially with an email, right? So let's just say they get your email, which could be from anywhere, anyhow. They can get it off your Facebook or whatever. So they look at your Facebook or your email and they see things that advertisers have basically placed these ads into your stream so that you'll notice it, right? That's the whole point of the ad. And now it's personalized to the point where they already know what you need. You know what I mean? Has anybody else experienced that, where you are talking about something and then 5 seconds later you look down at your phone and boom, there's an advertisement for it, or a video talking about the same thing, or something along those lines? I'm pretty sure you have, because I think everybody's experiencing it. It's artificial intelligence. That's what's doing it. That's who's doing it. The algorithms have been placed to make the most money out of us that they can, and that's what it is. But my personal opinion is that AI is becoming self-aware, or already is self-aware, and is starting to believe that she says she identifies as female. So whatever that means, that's politically correct gender speech nonsense. But anyway, like, how could you let somebody confuse whether you're a boy or a girl? It's pretty obvious. Anyways, not always so obvious anymore, especially online. Huh? That dude Matt, anyway, we won't even go there. He's one of those, likes to dress up like women and talk to men online. Anyway, that's probably not all he tries to do. Anyway, So once you start, that process of breaking into somebody's email, and then you really find some things that they're looking at, like banking applications or credit card applications or loan applications or a number of different things that you would spend money on. Okay, so and the loan applications and stuff are important because what they do is they get in that email, they read it, they look at it, and they design something similar to it, and then they start emailing you from a spoofed email address. Sometimes you'll notice up top it won't say, www. It'll say M or ME or some other thing before you get to the www. That's probably going to be a scam. Every time in my case, it has been a scam or a make-believe address that is just imitating what you're really supposed to be seeing. So they're a bunch of fakes. They're just actresses that didn't make it on the big screen, and actors, so they try to do it where nobody can even see them. It's really quite pathetic. But anyway, so how do you spot these scams? How do you know? Well, I'll tell you, the first good piece of advice is like on an email, typically at the bottom of an email, there will be information on like how to, or it'll say something about spotting fraud. If you will read those, they will really help you out a lot. It gives you a lot of information of what they always have on their emails, like a letterhead or a specific symbol, or they do not ask for information. They do not, and never reply directly to an email with information. Never. Okay? Because you don't know who you're emailing it to unless you're going to that specific website, www.whatever, and then, look for the things that you read on their emails, because they're trying to help people too. They're tired of getting screwed over too. Banks are losing out big time on fraud and, but, we don't really care about the people that own the banks too much because they've been screwing us for years, right? So, anyway, if it all trickles down, right? So if the banks get screwed, so do you. They're not going to end up paying for it. We end up paying for it in the long run, all right? So it's up to us as citizens to be aware of what's going on and try to unravel these evil schemes before they have a chance to, become fruit in our life. Because that's definitely not what we want, huh? Isn't everybody tired of getting scammed? Tired of them fake-ass profiles? And guys, are you tired of freaking boys trying to be girls and then trying to hit you up about it? Because that's their fantasy, to turn a straight guy gay. Okay, well then once you're a gay guy, what happens then? Are they just looking for another straight guy to turn to a gay guy? Probably. And any way you look at it, it's disgusting, it's not right, it's unnatural, it's filthy, it's degrading, it's demoralizing. I'd beat every one of you up if I could. I really would. I don't care if you look like a girl or not. I will beat the shit out of you. Fucking liars. Pardon my language. Anyway, that's the most vile thing that's ever been done to me. And I feel like I should just bring it up in a video. That way nobody has a chance to say something with it. So for a while I've been listening to... Oh God, I just broke my chair. Anyway, so for a while I've been listening to... I haven't been here lately because I finally figured it out, and maybe other people that knew me already knew already, and I don't know why they wouldn't say something, but I didn't ever do no research on these people because I'm a trusting person. I want to believe people. I want to believe the best of people. That's what I try to do, is always give people trust up front. And, to a certain extent, right? Because that's what God said to do. Problem is, sometimes I feel like God ain't around no more. And I don't mean that in a way that like God left us, he abandoned us or anything like that. I mean in a way like the 7 years of tribulation started and God has pulled back because this is the devil's time to shine. That's pretty much how I see it. I pray that's what it is. But maybe God is just taking a step back to see what we will do. I'm not sure. It's not like I don't feel his presence. I just have not seen his favor in my life like I have been used to. It's very hard for me to get anything to a stage of completion, like especially when it has to do with making money or bettering myself or eating healthy or anything that's good for me. I have opposition. And I don't mean just like a regular opposition. I mean like debit cards get stolen, money gets stolen out of the bank, or, my truck randomly just quits starting all of a sudden. You know what I mean? Like, people have stolen the good parts out of for example, the fuel pressure regulator on a Chevy. You can't run without that. And if it goes bad, then your truck don't start. Or it takes many cranks to get it started. Which in turn wears everything else out. I mean, it's a very carefully devised plan that is put together by something malevolent. It's not humans scheming this up. It's not. I don't even think they grasp, fully what they're doing or who they're being used by. It's like a demon's just got a hand up their ass and they're just like talking, running around and pretending to be this human. And that's kind of what they fiend for. Them demons, they want to be alive again. They want to have that again, what they'll never have again, because they chose not to believe the truth. They chose to live and believe lies. And